noticed in the beta is, as you can see here, Protoss economy is just still ahead. This entire game, except for maybe a minute, Protoss economy has been ahead. So, yeah, don't do this opening with the Terran. What was I saying? Oh, concaves. Gotta get them. They're just so great. And looks like Blue is going to head around and look for other expansions. As you can see, this gold expansion is completely mined out now. So he's operating off one base. Yeah, not good. And here comes a big clash. Looks like, again, big Terran infantry army is going to move out. You know what another unit is that... oh, hold on. As you can see here, I'm going to slow it down. You see how the Protoss units are creating this big wall and the Terran units are clumped in a big central area, and every single time the Terran's forced to run? That's the power of the concave. You just get that surround going, and it's so nice. Tanks are going to siege up. That's going to make a big difference. It depends, I guess, on what the tanks are going to shoot. They are shooting Immortals, which isn't a good call. And you can see here, now the Terran has the concave. See how they're curving around? It's because of the power of those tank shots. Whoever gets that surround is going to win the fight, you know? If they're similar armies. Obviously, if one army's just way better than the other, that's not going to happen. But, yeah, micro. That's what micro's all about right there. Anyways, I would really like to see this Terran get a ghost or 2 ghosts, because he's sitting on 500. Oops, sitting on 500 gas. And he's got tech labs. Why not just make 1 building and then get ghosts? Like, think about it. That's a difference maker. That unit is such a difference maker. But he's sticking with his no upgrade, no tech. Well, his tanks have tech. I'm not going to say no tech, but low tech army. 2 factories out here and vulnerable in the road out here outside his base. He's expanding again to this bottom base. It's natural. And he's sticking his supply depots over here in this corner because he doesn't want to waste a bunch of space in his main, and he's trying to protect him. Colossi throwing down some carnage on the infantry. Might want to back off though, because those tanks are not going to be nice to him. He's going for a surround here. He's going to try and pincher him. Colossi goes down instantly, as they are wont to do. Protoss with a nice surround here, but the tanks are well protected. But the infantry is going down to these Immortals. Immortals doing a ton of damage, and they don't give a crap about tanks. They laugh at tanks all day. And yeah, that is that's the hot action for you right there. I mean, concave plus Immortals. The tanks were this twice now. This guy's been shooting Immortals with tanks. So just that little tiny bit of macro to shoot the Stalkers instead would, I think, help him out a lot. I also think getting a ghost would help a lot. I also think not doing this opening would help a lot. But I have respect for the dead Bobby Darin. You know, I'm glad you're trying new strategies, man. I salute you. So Protoss won that clash. He's expanding to the northern, well, I guess northwestern expansion, and he's already got his natural going. Terran should have that southern expansion natural finished. But you can see Protoss is still mining out of his main, and Terran stopped mining out of his first base a long time ago. So big economic advantage this entire game for Protoss. He's going to come in and looks like he's going to take out this expansion. Let's see what the Terran troops do. Ooh, bit of a blunder there by the Protoss. He attack moved down there, and his sentries went through the Terran base. Oh no, finish the command center. No! Oh, he turned around and fought the army. He really should have just got those last couple hits on that command center. But yeah, because those sentries weren't able to show up, his army was not as potent as he thought. That was like 5 sentries that he just lost for no reason. You know, common mistake, it happens. But yeah, a little bit of a blunder there. And second blunder by not finishing that command center, because really he could have turned that into kind of a draw, but then because he didn't finish that command center, it was more of just a failed attempt. 3 Colossi are out. That's going to help if you can protect them. I think he should be getting the range upgrade for the Colossi real soon if he doesn't already have it. That increases their range from 6 to 9, which is just ridiculous. 9 range on a air to ground unit. Well, ground slash air to ground unit, I guess. But you get the picture. It's the same range as a Viking. So, and a Viking is basically meant. That's supposed to be his role. Is this ranged anti-air? Colossi do the same thing to infantry, and it is not pretty. So Colossi are going to climb up here. I don't know if he wants to separate his army like that, but because I think that leaves his ground troops over here just very weak. But looks like he's just going to go for the command center snipe on this with these Colossi. Looks like Terran is countering north instead of dealing with this. So we're going to see how that goes. 5 tanks, like 6 tanks. Yeah, 6 tanks. That's brutal. Protoss does take out this expansion. They're focus firing this Colossi, but he stays alive for now. Terran is going to smash this expansion with those tanks. It looks like Protoss might get 2 for 1. Oh, and these probes, long distance mine, gave away the location of the northwest expansion if Terran didn't already know it, which he might have, but now he definitely knows it. So it looks like they're going to take 2 expansions from each other each, or Protoss actually might be able to stop this new one over here too. But so yeah. Oh, let that building finish. Nice, it finished. So Protoss takes out 2, maybe I guess technically 3 expansions. Terran's taken out 2. So they both dealt each other some pretty big blows there. And I don't know if you knew this yet, but tanks, when they're not in siege mode, are actually a lot better now than they were in Brood War. Like, they're just kick-ass units, even when they're not sieged, so that's cool for them, you know. It kind of makes them still one of those great units, I feel. So Protoss took out that factory. He lifted the factory, took out the add-ons. Terran's cleaning up these probes. So I don't know. I don't know who's ahead right now, but it appears Terran is only mining out of. Well, no, Terran's not mining at all. Actually, he has no income currently. Unfortunately, neither does Protoss. But because he has that natural, he's going to be able to establish his income a lot more easily than Terran, because it's protected by his main. So he's chasing down these marauders. We're probably going to see these tanks siege up. Tries to trap some marauders with a force field. There you go. Traps a couple marauders with the force field. That was cool. Very good use of that. So yeah, these tanks are going to siege up. I don't know if it'll be enough. I guess it depends on the micro. Colossi are focusing the tanks. That one Colossi is not participating in the battle. He's up there hitting a building. And yeah, Terran repels the Colossi. He didn't lose any of those Colossi, thankfully. Tanks could have really focus fired those and crushed those dudes, but because obviously tanks in siege mode still have more range than a Colossi even with the upgrade. So he's getting this Nexus down. He's got no income. Terran looks like he's reestablished a base somewhere. Oh yeah, over on the left he's got a command center down, so he's actually able to get his economy up before Protoss, so that's a big step for this Terran player. Because right now he's getting money, he's getting paid, and the Protoss is not. He's a lot like me. He's like, I have Arby's coupons. Do you want to hang out with me and maybe eat Arby's? That way I can use my Arby's coupons. And that is what the Protoss is doing right now. It's not a good place to be in. Trust me, I've lived there a long time. Anyways, so he walks up here, and it looks like he's going for this brand new expansion, and then he turns and he misses it. It's like such a heartbreaking move. It's like, oh, dude, you could have killed that. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but it's just a little. That's why Day 9 always is talking about checking those expansions in the mid game, just in case, because you could just miss one of them, just like that. He's gonna hit this one though. This one's a lot newer. Not the economy on that one's not as established. Looks like Terran is going to come down and try and save it. So we'll see how this goes. I don't think he's gonna get there in time at all. 6 sentries, 4 colossi, and